Hello my loves, welcome to another video. I have some goodies to show you guys. I do have some spooky treats to show you. I also have a couple updates, and yeah, this is just going to be one of those mishmash videos of a little bit of Halloween, a little bit of personal updates, and just kind of, you know, chit chat kind of a thing. If that sounds good to you, if you are looking to just curl up and get cozy, I recommend grabbing a blanket, a spooky blanket, grab something to drink. I do have a couple things today. I do have my iced coffee because I did just finish breakfast. So I do have my iced coffee in my really cute ghost cat mug. And then I also have my hydration, my water in my lime green Stanley. Grab a snack, grab a drink, get cozy, and let's get into today's video. All right, my loves, I'm so excited. I am excited to do this video because it's been about a week since my last one, but I have been, you know, doing things, stuffing things. This last week has been a little bit rough, in my opinion. Health-wise, physical-wise, body-wise. Let's just talk updates first. I started a new dose on Wegovy. Actually, I know I updated you guys that I started Wegovy in July. So I've been on Wegovy for a month and a half now. Prior to that, with the weight loss journey, I have been on semaglutide for like 7 or 8 months or something like that. Started Wegovy in July. The experience with it has been really good. The whole month I was on the same dose that I was on semaglutide, so 1 milligram. And I think my body has adjusted to the dose because I've literally been on the 1 milligram dose since late December, or like from January all through this year. So a good 6-7 months. And I was still losing weight on that dose, but it has been really slow. So when I say slow weight loss, it's been like a pound a week, half a pound a week sometimes. Sometimes I stall and I'm like maintaining the same weight for a week or two. And then sometimes I bump up like a pound or two. It depends on where I'm at in my menstrual cycle, all of that. Like there's so many factors for women. Our hormones, our cycles, the moon cycle, like so many things. So it's slowed down a lot. But I was still losing weight on it, so I wanted to stay on that dose. I didn't want to move up. So I started Wegovy on the 1 milligram because my doctor told me she didn't want to start me on the very bottom dose because I had been on 1 milligram for so many months. And she said, you know, there's a chance that it may not do much for you. So if it doesn't help, we can bump you up in dose. All of July, I felt good. For the most part. The only symptoms that I've had with Wegovy has been, I don't even know how to describe it without being too TMI, but the stomach will get upset randomly. So I try to watch what I eat if I'm not home. Well, I'm trying to watch what I eat all the time, but when I'm not home, like if I know I'm going to be with family or if I'm going to be out and about, I try to eat very light, minimal, and stick with like things that my body is familiar with, because there's times where I'll get a surprise stomach ache and I gotta go. So that's the only downside of the medicine that I've noticed. And I don't mind it because the opposite that a lot of people experience is constipation. And I luckily have not had that issue. I think staying hydrated has helped a lot. So I kind of would rather have the latter than the constipation. So I started the next dose. So the next dose after 1 milligram, it's 1.7. And I started that on Thursday. So it hasn't been a full week. Today's Tuesday. I started out on Thursday. And 1.7 has been interesting. This week has been interesting. It was definitely a boost in the side effects. I had instant nausea when I took the shot. I did take the shot in my belly. I had instant nausea. I had what I was talking about earlier, where my stomach was upset for the first 2 days, and then it relaxed a little bit into the weekend. I did have a headache. Like, I had a slight headache the day of shot day. I got very strong fatigue. So when I get fatigue, it's mainly like, for me, it feels like just lack of energy, and I just want to take a nap, and I can nap all day. So I did have that the first day. So knowing that, when I take my next shot on Thursday, I plan on not going anywhere. It's got to be a day where I'm going to be home because of how the way my stomach feels, the way the nausea is. The nausea came and went, thank God. It wasn't a consistent feeling sick. It was, ooh, I feel nauseous. Oh, the thought of that food grosses me out. It was like that kind of feel, and then it would go away, and then it would come back, and then it would go away all throughout the day. And I would say the nausea lasted about 2 days. The following morning, I was nauseous. I've been nauseous for the last couple mornings, and then once I eat breakfast or have, something to drink, I'll drink some water or whatnot, it'll go away. But the nausea it's kind of there, but it's faint. So I don't know if I were to do an injection like in the arm, maybe it'll be stronger. I'm going to try to stay away from the arm for a while. I'm going to stick with the belly because I'm a little scared about it. Yeah, food noise, definitely. So like I said, I got used to the 1 milligram dose. I was on it for 7 months or so. I got used to it. So I was living with food noise. I still had it, and I told myself, this is what life is like when you're not on this medicine. And I'm teaching myself better habits, right? So I would still have the food noise and whatnot, but I was learning to adapt with it because I don't want that to control me. And now that I am taking the higher dose, the food noise is gone. So it's kind of like a relief, like you do notice it. And my appetite has also changed a bit. It's kind of gone back to where it was when I first started this whole medicine. My appetite is like I'm craving something or like I'm hungry, but then when I have it in front of me, it doesn't look good. Some things I will finish and eat. I'll gobble it up. Some stuff, I just don't have the taste for it right now. Iced coffee today, surprisingly, I had the taste for it, but coffee, like the first 2 days of my shot, was not interested. I was literally just drinking water. The other thing I noticed about this higher dose is I am thirsty all the time. Like, I drink water all the time. I love water, but this has had me thirsty. Like, even if I'm like drinking, I think I drank 2 of these yesterday. Even though I'm drinking water, it's almost like I'm not satisfied 100%. So it's like I'm still thirsty, like I'm still craving water. So that's been interesting. And then the other weird thing I've noticed too is I've been craving fruit, specifically mango. So I went to the market the other day and I bought mangoes to suffice that craving. So at least I'm craving like good foods and not, fatty fried foods. It's been a good experience aside from the random stomach aches, because when you're out and about, that's not fun to have. That's like one of my worst nightmares. So that wasn't fun to deal with over the weekend. Other than that, weight loss update. So I was in a weight loss stall. I don't even remember what my last update was with you guys. I was in a weight loss stall though when I was at the 1 milligram dose. I kept like going up. I was creeping up in weight towards the end. I think I gained because I was super bloated and then I was on my period. My period week is awful. I shouldn't even weigh myself on my period week. But my period week, I was super bloated, and then the period weight, gaining weight, I gained 4 pounds during that week. And then after taking Wegovy, the next dose on Thursday, my weight dropped. So I'm back to where I was prior to putting on the 4 pounds, which is nice. We'll see what it comes out to on Thursday for my weigh-in, but I did kind of break from that stall weight, And I'm in the low end right now. So I'm excited because this week or maybe even next week I could creep into the next number bracket, and I'm closer and closer and closer to my first major goal weight. Once I get there, I will tell you guys. I'll make a whole thing about it, a whole video, but I don't like to talk numbers with my weight right now because it's so sensitive for me. But once I hit the goal weight, I will tell you. So anyways, that's the weight loss updates. Things are going good. Hubs is going to be going on vacation the last 2 weeks of this month, and I'm really excited to have him home with me. I'm going to be starting the process of decorating my house towards the end of August into the first week of September. So my goal is to have the house decorated, like fully decorated for Halloween by the end of the first week of September. So I can enjoy it for 2 months, solid 2 months, and then I take it down immediately after Halloween is over, because I like to decorate for fall for November, and then I like to do Christmas in December. So it's like boom, 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 right? So that's the plan. I'm excited to start the Halloween decorating process. I will definitely, you know, do some footage of that so you guys could see, and you'll be able to see all of the things. That's it for updates. I really don't have anything else to update on. Life is good. I'm happy. I'm healthy. The cats are doing well. We're all good over here. Oh, love it. Okay. And like, honestly, speaking of like not wanting coffee, I don't even know if I'm going to finish this because the water just, there's something about Wegovy 1.7. The water just tastes amazing, and I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of weird, but thank God I love water. So let's talk Halloween hauls, right? In my last video, I did mention some shirts. I finally got the okay, so I'm sure most of you, if you're watching, you probably follow Jade the Libra, her Halloween channel, her YouTube channel. She does a lot of the Halloween hunting videos. She also creates her own merch. So every year, at least for the last few years, she creates a Halloween shirt. And the only other shirt of hers that I have is the Headless Horseman. I was so lucky and fortunate to purchase the Headless Horseman shirt when she launched it that time, because prior to that I really didn't pay attention to her merch. I watched her videos and stuff, but I wasn't drawn to the shirts. And then after getting the Headless Horseman shirt, and I wore it like crazy, I think it was a 2023 release, I wore it like crazy all through that year. It was a little snug, obviously, at that time because I was a little bit larger. But now that I've lost weight, that shirt fits loose and I really love it. And it's really comfortable material. It's long. It's just the type of t-shirt that I love to wear because it hides the stomach because it's long, and the neck. Like, even though it's a t-shirt, the neck is loose. And for girls, my plus size girls, we understand when you're wearing a crew neck, like, you know how sometimes the t-shirts, it could be a little tight. I can't stand that. I usually end up cutting my shirts. Well, the shirts by Jade the Libra, by her brand, it's HO7S, I think it is. The crew shirts, the crew necks are loose and I love it. So anyways, she launched her shirt for 2025 and I'm actually wearing it. And it is a haunted house. So it's got the haunted house, you have a ghosty, you have pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, but I love the hints of purple and orange. When she first showed it, I wasn't too crazy. I wasn't too crazy about the haunted house being purple, I will admit. I was kind of hoping she went with more of a lime green haunted house, but now that I see it in person, it works really good and I like it. So it's really nice. I love it. It's a cool, very loud Halloween, like it screams Halloween. So anyways, there's that. This is my new Halloween shirt. Build-A-Bear. I love stuffed animals. Can you guys tell? Like, well, most of my stuffed animals now are up in the little thingy, but I love stuffed animals. I think they're so cute. I love to have them on the bed. I like to have them here in my space. You know, I like to put them on the couches during Halloween. Like, I love stuffed animals. And Build-A-Bear has a Spooky Kitty. They came out with Spooky Kitty. The 8th? Was it the 8th of August, I think? So I had to order Spooky Kitty because it is this beautiful purple, like to me, she looks more like a plum. On camera, she kind of looks a little bluish purple, but it's a purple cat with ghosts all over her. And she's so cute. So I ordered Spooky Kitty that night, picked her up the next day when they launched their Halloween stuffed animals, and she's been on the bed ever since. So she's so cute. I love Spooky Kitty. Let's start with the thing my spooky friend found me. So Dollar Tree. I did get a couple things from Dollar Tree here and there, but my spooky friend found a couple things at one of her Dollar Trees that I couldn't find. So the first thing is the viral haunted mirror. This mirror went viral because it has the ghost that pops up, and everybody went crazy over this thing, and me and my spooky friend thought we weren't gonna find it. She found it, so she picked one up for me. But pretty much when you turn it on, there is a ghost that illuminates. Now I'm gonna try to get it so that the camera will show it. Hopefully you can kind of see him even without it, but it's really cool. But the thing about this is it has it has volume to it. It has a sound, and the ghost says, come to me, which I did not like that at all. So my husband opened up the back of the mirror and we cut the wire for the sound. So now it just does the ghost and it doesn't do any sound. So I'm gonna turn it on. So pretty much it does that. The ghost will pop in and out a couple times. And then it's supposed to be motion activated, but it's a Dollar Tree item, you guys. So mine, unfortunately, doesn't work. It doesn't work motion activated unless it, like, the lighting hits it really well. Like, the little sensor is right here, the little hole for it. So if the lighting hits it really well, it'll do it. But for the most part, this ghost doesn't appear. So that's the downfall about it. I'm gonna turn it off. My husband told me maybe we could replace the sensor and try it with something different. Let me turn it back on. So the ghost will only appear when I turn it on. And then every once in a while he'll pop up too if I leave it on. If I leave it on and I have it hung up in my room, sometimes it'll show back up, but the sensor sucks. It's a cheap sensor. So unfortunately, that is the ghost mirror. If anyone has any tips on how to replace a sensor for that, or if you've done it for yourself, if you have the mirror and you've replaced the sensor, please let me know because I would love to do that with mine. The other thing the other thing my spooky friend picked up for me is the ghost, I don't even know what these are called, little containers, trinket containers. They had these at Dollar Tree. They're $7 each. They have a jack-o'-lantern. They also have a black cat, and she got me the ghost. And I love these things. I keep my rings. I have some of my more sentimental rings in it. But she picked this one up, and I just think it's so cute. I love the black and white stripes. I love the hint of orange. I love the ghost. I'm not too crazy about his mask, but it is what it is. He's cute, and he's way larger. I was thinking this was going to be small. Like I was imagining, because I'm thinking Dollar Tree, I was imagining it smaller, but I was very surprised how big they are. Unfortunately, I have not been able to find the other two in the wild, and I think we're at the point now in the Halloween hunting season where it's a little too late. If you've missed out on it, it's like probably won't find it unless your Dollar Tree gets a whole new shipment in, which I doubt it. So it is what it is, but that's okay. At least I have one. Okay, so now that we talked Dollar Tree, well, let me show one more Dollar Tree thing, because this is going to lead me to the other part of the haul, which is Michael's. And that is this haunted mirror. This is another haunted mirror. But this one has that eerie, like the picture of the woman, and then when you walk by it, she changes. I love mirrors like this, or not mirrors, pictures, because they're so spooky, and to me, they scream Halloween. So I believe I have another one of these, something similar to it, in my Halloween decor in my storage. I'm gonna have to hunt for it. But I have this idea, because I was, at first, you guys, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with my hallway for decorating, but I decided I'm gonna do the spooky mirror effect. I'm gonna put up my mirrors, even though this one isn't gonna be working much. I'm gonna put this stuff up in the hallway, because I do have one of those hallways where it's a little long and I normally hang pictures. I have family photos and stuff hung on the walls. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put spooky photos, maybe mix them in with my family photos, and give it that like eerie mansion effect, you know, like that haunted home, haunted castle, haunted mansion, whatever you want to call it. So I love this. This one also, is it? Oh yeah. Not really crazy about the laugh. I like that the eyes light up. That's kind of cute, but I won't be putting her on. I just can't. I can't have that. That'll probably freak out the cats. But I love it. So I'm going to hang her up on the wall. And when I picked that up, it gave me this idea, and it inspired the idea because Michael's has been launching the Dead Regency line. I think I talked about it a little bit in one of my other videos. Dead Regency is really cute. I actually really like it. So I did pick up some stuff from there. I don't know if I showed these in another video, so I'm sorry if this is a repeat, but this is all gonna go together in the hallway. So I picked these up in different visits, but one of them is this, I'm pretty sure I showed this to you guys, but it says Happy Hauntings, and it has that eerie carriage, the horse and carriage that reminds me of Nosferatu. Oh my gosh, I love this. So this is gonna go in the hallway. Painting of the two skeletons dancing in a ballroom. So beautiful. I love this. It's eerie, it's spooky. And that's why I was inspired, because when I got this, I was like, oh, this is gonna go all together with the Dead Regency line. And the Dead Regency has a lot of like other knickknacks that you could put on the tabletops, but it comes with a lot of photos and a lot of frames, like a lot of things that you can hang on the wall. The haunted ballroom sign, I'm pretty sure I showed this one, with the little skeleton hand pointing. That's gonna look so cute. So I did get the castle because it reminds me of Dracula's castle. Oh my gosh. This is one of those paintings that just captivated me when I saw it. And I'm also going to put this in the hallway. I also put batteries in it because it does light up. Oh my God, like the inside of it, the canvas. So it does light up to give you that moon glow. I just love that. I think this is going to be something so fun to have hanging in the hallway. It's just going to go with that eerie haunted mansion feel. I also picked up the ghostly dancers. This one reminds me of the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland. But you have these ghosts in the ballroom. So I just think that's so beautiful. And I mean, come on, like haunted ballroom sign, you got the haunted, oh my gosh, it's just, everything is gonna go so cute in the hallway. Skeletons. Such an eerie photo. I love this. I love that they have pumpkins. And then the ghost. So all of these are going in the hallway. So excited for that. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm just so happy that I was able to snag them all. Never go crazy. Literally, you guys, I never go crazy over signages for decor, but this year the Dead Regency signage got me. It's so beautiful. So if you haven't seen it in person, you got to go see it in person. Order online if you have to. I ordered some of these pieces online because I could not get them in store, but it was well worth it. I love it. So I can't wait to see how it all comes together and how haunted the hallway looks. So that is the goodies for the hallway. I also picked up, this was an online order, I also picked up the tray. I think this is just going to be like for little trinkets for my, I'm probably going to put my jewelry on this. I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to keep it in my room. But it's the haunted ballroom scene. The ghostly ballroom, but it's a little trinket, like a little glass tape, a little glass plate. So I think putting your jewelry or whatever on this would look really cute. So, oh, there's one more sign. One more sign that I got. I had to order this online because I didn't get it in person, which I'm actually glad that I waited because I got a 40% off coupon. It's not going to show correctly on camera because it's like a, it's almost like a mirror. But if you've seen the, I'll try to, maybe I could post a picture of it. But it's pretty much like the ballroom scene, and then there's this huge chandelier at the top. But the way that this photo looks in person has like a blur effect. Like almost like it's blurry, it's eerie, it's ghostly, it's really cool. But I didn't get this when I first saw it in store, and then I was kicking myself for it because it sold out. But I ordered it online, and I was so scared to order online because I did not want it to break, and I'm so glad that it didn't break, and I got the 40% off coupon for it, so it was so worth it. So those are all the goodies that are going to be going in the hallway. That's pretty much everything I had to show you guys. Hubs and I did go to an antique store on Saturday. I think it was Saturday. That was like the day my stomach was such a mess. Oh my gosh. We went to an antique store, but they didn't have Halloween. I was so bummed, you guys. There was maybe like a couple vendors that had Halloween, but for the most part, the lady that worked there was telling me to come back like the end of the month. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, you would think that it would already be out, but I guess not everybody. I guess not everybody thinks that way, you know, like Halloween should be out in October. I mean, and they think Halloween should be out like closer to October, but it's like technically it should be out in August because Christmas starts to come out in September. So yeah. So anyways, I was a little bummed. I didn't get to do the Halloween hunting for vintage Halloween that I was hoping to do this weekend. That's what I wanted to do so I could have some kind of a video for you guys. So that's gonna have to wait, but luckily since Hubs is on vacation, we should be able to go again towards the end of the month, and then hopefully I'll have something to show you guys. I was gonna take video and all of that, so that's gonna have to wait. The Johanna Parker was probably the most fun and exciting Halloween finds for me this year. Believe it or not, the Johanna Parker stuff came through. Oh, actually, I did get the Dracula mug and the devil mug. I always forget, you guys, like people who watch me on YouTube are different from, not all of you, but some of you are different from people who watch me on Instagram, and I posted it on Instagram. But one of my followers found the Dracula mug and the devil mug for Johanna Parker at their local Ross. No, not Ross. Their local Marshalls. And she picked it up for me and she sent it to me. So that was really sweet. I wish I would have pulled them out, but I have my Johanna Parker stuff in a tub right now, and I was cleaning out my closet. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. I cleaned out majority of my closet over the weekend, and a lot of it, like pretty much like the one side of the closet is done. It's organized. I have my shipping materials for selling, you know, the things here and there. And I got rid of a lot of my decks, my tarot and oracle decks. I have like a small collection now that fits in my drawers that I keep in the closet. And everything else has been moved out. I have sold a lot of my decks on Mercari. I've also just donated a bunch of them. I've just moved a lot of my stuff that I just didn't feel connected to anymore. And I still have the other half of the closet to get through, but I do keep I have two reusable bags full of Halloween that I purchased this year. So I keep it all together so I don't lose anything. So I have all of that nicely stacked inside the other side of the closet. So I will get to it when spooky season is here and I'm already decorating. The room has been transformed tremendously. Even though you probably can't tell, like it still looks the same. I did a lot of clearing out, and it's like the little things like that. I even rearranged the desk space like a book cart. I used to have a cart here where I had all my stuff that I just, you know, my little knickknacks that I'm always reaching for when I would do readings and stuff. I moved it to this side. I actually have it over here, and it opened up the space here, and it opened up the space in the whole room. So I don't know why I never did that before. My desk is a mess right now, otherwise I would show you the desk space. But once Halloween gets here, like once I start decorating Halloween, a lot of the decor that I have, like there's a lot of little pieces, is gonna go to decorating the house, and then eventually it'll be packed away in the storage. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe that we are here at this point in the year where we are planning and preparing and just getting ready for the holidays. I haven't been doing readings, you guys. I really have moved on from that chapter in my life, and I've just been focusing on me. It's been a year of me this year, a year of focusing on my weight loss, a year of focusing on my hobbies, my home life, my husband, family, like just really I've just been pulling away from a lot of things where I was holding space for other people because I am holding space for myself. And it's been a really good year of just tuning back into myself and refinding, revamping, you know, just renewing me, pretty much the best way I could say it. So it's been good. But anyways, I wish I had more to show you guys. I wish I had more to update on, but that's pretty much it for now. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what the next video is. Like I said, I gotta wait for the antique Halloween hunting. Maybe the next video will be prepping. Maybe we'll just do a talk of my plans for what I want to do to decor, like how I want to decorate the house. Maybe we'll do something like that. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you have any ideas or anything that you would like to see me discuss and talk about in the next video. I would love to hear your input. Other than that, my loves, I hope you guys are doing well. I will see you guys in my next video very, very soon. Take care. Love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.